What's going on, guys? So it's here from SpartanStrings, and today I'm going to be doing a quick review of the all-new Prime Mesh from Jimalax. Now, Jimalax has been kind of quiet for the past couple years. They've really been working on a lot of projects with East Coast dyes, really improving their mesh, but they haven't really came out with anything on their own for quite some time now. So the all-new Prime Mesh is a new high-quality mesh that's going to be coming out with a really affordable price. So it's going to maintain that high quality like String King and East Coast dyes mesh, except it's to be at a really affordable price of $15. So rather than paying $25 for a single piece of mesh, you'll be paying $10 less. So it's really affordable for really any player out there who's looking for a nice high quality piece of mesh at a really affordable price. Along with the low price point, this mesh has a lot of qualities that a lot of you guys will like. So one new thing that they're trying to do with this Prime Mesh is change the weave of the mesh. So a lot of mesh before this came with a pretty generic weave. So what they decided to do with this piece of mesh is tighten up the weave, really make it a nice lighter yet more durable piece of mesh, and still maintain that durability and rough feel that other meshes offer nowadays. So I'm just going to run through a couple things here today. I'm going to talk about its weight, its durability, stringability, texture, and softness and feel. So just to kind of jump into this, the durability of this mesh is pretty strong. So when stretching it out and stringing it up, it did maintain its shape really nicely. It didn't seem like it was going to be tearing anytime soon. And it really kept that nice high quality piece of mesh feel. So I was really impressed by that. For such a cheap piece of mesh, it really comes with a nice durable feel. It doesn't feel like it's going to be ripping on you anytime soon. On top of the durability, this mesh is still pretty lightweight. It is very similar to String King mesh, so it has a nice weight to it. It's not extremely light and extremely thin where it's too light, but it does have a nice generic feel, keeping it at a nice level for all players where it's not too technologically advanced and it's not too basic either. So I think this piece of mesh is a nice balanced weight that'll really keep your stick nice and balanced, and it won't be too top heavy. As you can see here, we got a nice red color piece of mesh in this String King Legend, and it's strung up really nicely. Keeps that nice channel that everyone loves. It has a nice mobile pocket in here, shifts up pretty high, but then also goes down low for nice ball carrying, and then yanks up to the top for some shots. So the semi-soft piece, I would say, is pretty similar to String King's Type 3S mesh. It breaks in very easily right out of the package, but it still has that rougher feel due to that tight knot sequence that they're trying to incorporate in this piece of mesh. So the importance of having a rougher feel in a piece of mesh is really to add more grip on the ball, add more hold, and even add a little bit more whip. So depending on the way you string this mesh, and also the way it breaks into your stick, it'll still maintain that rougher feel no matter how soft it gets, just because of the way it's actually weaved. So instead of becoming dull and really losing grip on the ball, it's going to keep that rough texture that'll really add some extra grip on your passes and shots, and add a little bit more hold when you're cradling the ball. Now moving on to stringability, this mesh strung up really nicely. There were no issues really while stringing this thing. So yeah, this mesh didn't really tend to bunch up on the sides. It sat really nicely on the sidewalls and really yanked down nicely. This mesh does feel kind of thick, even though they did tighten up the weave a little bit. It does feel a little bit thick when you pound the pocket because it has that softer feel, but it does have more surface area to cover the ball, so I think it'll hold it in a lot nicer. So overall, you got a nice light piece of mesh that's really durable, has a new and improved weave to keep it strong, lightweight, and add a nice rough texture that'll hold onto the ball a lot nicer. And it comes in at a very cheap price of $15. It's a really nice piece of mesh that anyone can afford and just be able to string up nice and easily, and really make a nice stick even better than it was before. So that's all I got for today, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at SpartanStrings. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at SpartanStrings. And make sure to check out Jimalax's new Prime Mesh when it drops. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.